decided to get up and grab myself a guy while still playing with the wind. We have abilities that are untapped, things we don't know about until they surface. People can call me crazy all they want. I want to teach you that we can do unexplainable things.
Keyboard noises. What's wind? What is it? Take a moment to pause and read it. Now, what's the wondrous cause of it? Yep. Really magical indeed. Welcome to the Yoki Orcs channel, I guess. Hope you enjoy. Hey guys, it's been a while, but I've come with a very juicy topic. This is really close to my heart, and I've actually dealt with this for a while. I've had so many questions about witchcraft, spirituality, New Era, Christianity. Like, I've struggled with all of these topics, and I've been like really interested in each one of them. I've been really curious about them. I've always found like religions very interesting, and I always knew that I was a really spiritual person. So I was really interested to really talk about this, and since witchcraft has always had a really bad rap, um, and I feel like now it has resurfaced really differently. People are noticing that witchcraft is not just what it seems to be, and even if you are a witch, and I as a Christian, I don't think you deserve to die or be um, freaking burned alive. Like, but so yeah, like I was interested about this around 2 years ago. So it hadn't really blown up. Like now it's really trendy. I always had like an interest in that, but um I guess now it's actually a trendy topic. Before I go in with all of that, I am gonna read a poem called Let Not My Love Be Called Idolatry by William Shakespeare. I will explain it and also like why it has to do with the whole topic. Originally, I wanted to focus just in like idolatry itself and why I think is wrong, even outside of a Christian perspective. But as well, I have to include that too because obviously I'm Christian and I believe in these things. So, anyways, before I keep going around the bush, I'm gonna start reading it. Let not my love be called idolatry, nor my beloved as an idol show. Since all alike my songs and praise me to one of one, still such and ever so. Kind is my love today, tomorrow kind, still constant in a wondrous excellence. Therefore my verse to constancy confined, one thing expressing, leaves out difference. Fair, kind, and true is all my argument. Fair, kind, and true, varying to other words, and in this change in my invention spent, 3 times in one, which wondrous scope affords, fair, kind, and true, have often lived alone, which three till now never kept seat in one. Now talking a little bit about the poem, since this video is not gonna be just about the poem, I'm just gonna explain it fast. Is basically about how Catholics in the Elizabethan era would praise altarpieces, paints. Basically, they idolize these statues, and if you go into any Catholic church, most of the time you see like a lot of statues, and people kneel down and they pray to it. I remember as a Catholic child, we would pray around a little statue of Mary, and I mean, I always felt like it was weird, but that's something that Catholics really they do a lot, and Shakespeare was actually talking about this specific topic. Now, idolatry is a sin. Worshipping other gods, worshipping things that, um, not living things, like anything that is not specifically God, is a sin. This is actually a breaking of one of the Ten Commandments. I'm actually gonna read a passage so you guys have a notion of what I'm talking about. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness, or anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Exodus 22:4. So even here you can see, basically, even if you're gonna praise God, you shouldn't make any graven images or anything like him and praise the thing. You should praise specifically God. And I can see how maybe Catholics mean it like in a good way, like maybe to feel closer to God. It's just like a symbol. I guess at the end of the day, at least I didn't feel comfortable. It made me feel like really culty to pray to a statue. Um, but yeah, you're not supposed to do that. Um, and it is a sin. I guess this also has to do with bringing the topic to Witchtok and New Era and all these things are like so trendy right now. A lot of people that do witchcraft like praise to, goddesses like Aphrodite or the moon or the water, and like some people are like so obsessed with crystals that I feel like they're almost like idolizing, and it makes me feel so uncomfortable. Like they talk to these crystals as if it was like almost a person that you admire. I'm not saying every single person that does spirituality thinks does this, but a lot of them do. So even like if I set myself outside of a more neutral perspective, um, I don't know, I feel like it's weird that you're praying to something that is like an inanimate object. It's weird that you are so obsessed over this thing is like an actual thing and nothing spiritual. And the thing is like it's not giving you anything back really. Crystals don't have energy, like it's scientifically proven they don't have any kind of energy or anything inside them that do anything for anybody. It's more of a placebo effect. What it's actually proven is that it does things because it's a placebo effect and you believe that it does, and a lot of times because you believe in it, it does. And I'm saying like, well, if it helps you, then boo, you do you. Like, I respect you, I'm not gonna come after you for that, but in reality it doesn't really do much for you. I do want to keep this video in the most respectful manners and ways. So, even though I'm also talking a very Christian perspective, I'm gonna be calling out absolutely everybody, and I'm gonna try to be as least judgmental as possible, and just like honest about how I feel about this. And again, I do respect everybody that's from other religions. If they're into witchcraft, if they're like anything, I respect, because honestly, I've been probably there before. It's when it comes to like being interested in witchcraft and all that, like I understand the appeal. Um, so I'm not gonna judge anybody about this. I do have to admit that it's pretty hard making a video where I'm not gonna sound like a judgy Christian. I don't want to do that. I kind of like God is great because she's one of the most like neutral people. But I guess, I mean, most Christians don't have an ill intention. Some of them are really coming after people and trying to control them and feel like arrogant and like they are better. Deep inside they have a good intention. Most of them, again, like Christian people can be bad people. Like if they're not true Christians, they can be bad people. So I'm not gonna speak for everybody. Um, but yeah, I guess the whole trendy crystal tarot thing doesn't really sit well with me. Also because it's a trend. Like, people are falling into these things because it's on TikTok. It's like aesthetically pleasing and it looks really nice. And a lot of people don't even know what they're doing. Like, it's been pretty whitewashed. A lot of like the witch tech people that you see are white girls really young. Like, some people actually spread misinformation. They don't know what they're talking about. I'm not saying everybody. Some people actually do know what they're talking about and like I've come from tradition. But some people are like, oh, if you actually leave a comment, this tarot reading is gonna speak to you. And also, I have experience like things with tarot and stuff like that actually happened to me. So I'm not gonna say it's like fake. Maybe it's like intuition. Maybe it's just because you're like driving yourself towards that. So things happen because of that. I don't know why, but I'm not gonna say like, oh my gosh, you're crazy because all of that is like a lie and you're making things up. Because no, like I've seen things that get me thinking like, what? And it may show as proof, but it doesn't mean that it's a good thing. So okay, I gotta stop for a second in the middle of my recording. I do want to mention that everything that I'm saying here is just opinions. The only thing that's factual is the definition of wind and the fact that of the positive effect about the crystals. But what I'm saying about how I feel about Witchtok and spirituality, it's all of my perception. So I'm not stating that I know everything and that my opinion is right because everybody has the right to have their own opinion. Just putting that out. Also, I'm not gonna say that the only thing that has been whitewashed is um, Witchtok or New Era or any kind of that because even Christianity has been whitewashed. Like Jesus was not white. His skin color wasn't white. And almost every saint that you see in churches is like white. So again, the Bible has been pampered. Probably like some of the things that were said or like written, like they could have been changed. Some people try to read it wrong and they assume like the worst things and it's like, oh, homophobia comes in. But I feel it's just like people, instead of like, I wouldn't call it nitpicking. Some people do nitpick the Bible, but some people really misunderstand the Bible and kind of go into the more hateful route. So I mean, yes, I guess this happens everywhere, and also with Christianity and I guess Witchtok now is like the whole of spending so much money into it. Like, I think the biggest thing that you can tell like from Witchcraft and all of these like spiritual things is that they shouldn't be materialistic, right? It's a spiritual, it's a belief, it's a lifestyle, and I feel you need all of these crystals, you need all of these potions, or you need these tarot cards. Like, you need so many like material things to actually be able to be part of this, to be part of this community. I'm actually gonna leave a video below about Simply Nessa. It's her experience with witchcraft and with crystals, and how like her life started changing for the bad, and like how she felt this pressure of I have to buy this, I have to go to this place, um, I have to get this crystal, and all her money was going into crystals. And I want to say it's the same experience for everybody because some people, you know, they're happy with it, or no, they don't feel like her. But the moment that she stopped doing that and she became closer with God, like her life started getting way better. So like I don't know, some people that have like this specific experience, I can't speak for everybody, but that would be like a great example of, because I've experienced something very similar. I've gone through like I've met witches, because there's like black magic and supposedly good magic, right? And I've had my fair amount of bad experiences with it. Like bad things were happening to me, and I was feeling emotionally awful. And again, I'm not saying everyone which is bad or they're trying to make like ill intent on you. I feel like most of them are just trying to do their own deal. But the thing that I can tell, and also I'm gonna link down below this channel. This is a really good channel. Basically, Anna's analysis, she really gave me like a big insight of like what is like the flaws in this kind of like Witchtok a new era thing. And I guess the biggest one for me is that as I like they want you to buy so many crystals and so many things, like it's not really self-serving. It's about you getting your goal. It's like, oh, I want to get this new car. So if I pray or like get my I don't know, do this like potion or whatever thing or law of attraction, then I'm gonna get it. And a lot of people do. But then it's just going next to the like next material thing. So it ends up being a very materialistic thing. And all just for you. And I feel like it has no point besides you getting whatever you want. Like you are not really serving God or being there for other people besides yourself. I mean, some witches do help other people, like obviously, but at least with like new era thing, it's mostly about you. With all of this wanting to spend money on this, people start to monetize this because they're noticing people are buying a lot of crystals. They're noticing that it's becoming like trendy because people have been turning a lot away from God since the Inquisition is a thing, since people in the hierarchy of churches are pedos, since a lot of people are homophobic, hateful, racist. So many things that the church itself has done that is very, very wrong. And that's why I don't like to identify myself like with anything kind of like with the church itself, but I'm like someone that just is like a daughter of God. Because I do not agree with none of that. And even the church also does the same thing with like they monetize things that like they sell like these crosses, they sell these little statues, they sell all these things like for money. When some people do it because like they want to maintain the church, which I completely understand, but some other people do it for the wrong reasons. They do it for what's the name? Greed, for greed. So again, I guess this happens in all kind of like religions and spiritual things. So we cannot just say that like, oh, Christianity is okay. People that are Christian, like all Christians, like I'm not defending all Christians, and I'm not saying all of them are good. And I think like it's become such a trend that at some point like is not even taken seriously. I don't know if you guys are not into the Witchtok community and you don't know too much about this. You probably haven't heard of this one group of baby witches meaning people that are just starting to get into witchcraft. They hexed the moon. They hexed the moon. So this means that they have cursed the moon. They have put a curse on the moon. And like, obviously people as Christians or people out of this religion or people out of this community don't understand like, okay, yeah, whatever. But it's like a Christian basically cursing God or like turning the back on God or having ill intents on God or Jesus. It's equally bad, like, and it's people that started looking at Witchtok strands. So they don't take it seriously. They don't really understand what they're doing, and it just becomes to like zero respect, a very big lack of respect. So at this point, it's like you're not even treating with respect the community or religion you're in. So what are you even doing? I found that very disrespectful, even though I'm not part of the community. Like, it's just the lack of seriousness, and like, there's no way that you can really be in which if you cannot even take it seriously. Like, it's just a joke or an aesthetic to you. I feel like that's the most sad. The fact that people are trying to get into all of these like communities and religions and they cannot even take it seriously. I'm not saying like most people do this because no, they don't. But a lot of people, they get into this and they don't even know what they're doing. So many people got into like a very bad Christian experience, and they turned away from it because of their experience and because of other hateful people, and they just ended up lost, just like I was. I guess the Bible and Christians have their own reasons to think like why that is not the path that God wants you to go into. But just because of that, I'm not gonna say that I have the right to tell you that everything that you're doing is wrong. And how dare you believe the way you believe. It's honestly your business. I'm not gonna force you to this because the first reason why people are getting or walking away from it is because of how forced it was upon our generation. It's just forced. They don't display love and care just with what we do. So I can't even blame people. There are better ways than I think the first is to let people come to you. So if anybody has any questions, they can leave that below. I don't know everything about Christianity, but I know why I walked away from New Era, Witchcraft, and this crystal stuff. So that's as much as I can answer. And again, I have no right to be judgmental with anybody here. I believe that everybody's equal. I'm not any better than anybody in here that believes in absolutely anything different than me. So, those are my thoughts. If you have any comments about this, please let me know. I would really like to know what you think about this, and I hope I haven't offended everybody that has actually listened to this and believes in witchcraft or everything that I've talked to. I really don't mean to offend you guys. It's really hard to like, I don't know how to really talk about this, but I'm trying my hardest to talk about this in the most loving and respectful way. Yeah, I do hope that people take this more seriously, They kind of get their stuff together, but I hope you have liked it. I hope you liked the new intro, because I did make a new intro. And if you like my art, you can check my Instagram, my Redbubble account. I hope you like this week's drawing. It took me a bit to make it. I think I'm progressing, guys. I don't know. What do you think? I would really like support from you guys, because I don't really get that many comments about my art, and I would like to improve. Or if you have any suggestions of what you want me to draw, I would love to draw that. Love to get requests. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Also, before I go, please leave a like, leave a comment, anything. Just let me know that you were here and that you watched me. Thank you for taking the time. See you later, guys.